Welcome to the Kid Taylor Talk Show, yet another episode. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You guys already know how I roll, how I get down. This is a talk show, it's awareness, a talk show, and it's a show that actually brings awareness to topics that are hurting us or topics that will enhance us. So at this moment, as I always say, whenever you come on, please give me thumbs up, give me some love there, and we'll go from there. But again, welcome to the Kid Taylor Talk Show, where I am the host, of course, Kitrick Taylor. We'll go back to my home page here. But how you doing, Mr. Judge? I'll say hello to you guys as you come on. Thank you, Mr. George, for tuning in. Thank you for all of your support. Appreciate you much. So I'm just trying to find my live right now. If you can hear me clear, please let me know. Thumbs up, thumbs up. How you doing, Miss Ida? How are you doing? Appreciate you. Thank you for all that you're doing and supporting and helping with as I go forth. Thank you for the thumbs up, you guys. Again, my name is Kitrick Taylor. Of course, I'm your host of the Kid Taylor Talk Show. Tonight we have a great show, and we're just going to flow with it. And I tell you what, this is a deep show. We're going to be talking about suicide. So, of course, we all know that suicide is huge, and it's my purpose to just bring out the awareness to that, and however it may help, or however it may see fit to help, then that's what it will do, and that's what God would allow it to do. So again, thank you for the Kid Taylor Talk, coming on to the Kid Taylor Talk Show. I'm going to be bringing out some things here on camera here, and we actually have a guest that's going to be coming on, and she's going to be sharing her life, her experiences with suicide. So at this moment, once again, you guys, I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in to the Kid Taylor Talk Show, where I am your host, Kitrick Taylor. It's my right and my duty to make sure that I give everybody the just due that they deserve. But as you come on, my show is as you come on. Hey, Crystal, there's a rule. You got to give a thumbs up, or a love, or a smile, or a care, or some type of something to let me know that you're there. I see you, but I just like to, I like that little extra added stuff. So here we are, you guys. We're going forth with my show, the Kid Taylor Talk Show. And I just want to thank, everybody for, at this time, that has been supporting me. I thank you all for your prayers. I thank all of you for just everything, because, again, with the views and the watches and the numbers, it has really have been growing. And I know that because I get feedback. People talk to me all the time. They hit me up and say, and not for my glory, for God's glory, that the show has really helped them on our topics. And now I am going to ask you, I like this to be like class, hey, it needs to be class participation, okay? So what does that mean? That means that I want you to interact with me. I want you to interact on this show. I want your questions. I want your answers. I want your, feedback as we're going. I have no problem with that. I love that. I want that. That's what I'm asking for. So again, just interact. That was my first time I came on, and I titled that one Interact. And And that's why I titled it Interact, because I want you to interact. So we're gonna move forward. I just got my little notes here. You know, as usual, you know, it's always good to know that you're organized, and it shows you that I don't just get on just to be getting on. There is a purpose for what I do, and that's why I do what I do. You know, like Ida just did, she said hello everyone. You know, even that, say hello to everyone, that's fine too. But Crystal, Ida, thank you. Letitia, thank you for tuning in. And all the ones that see your eyes, I see your eyes, but I need for you to, you know, give me a wave or something that you're on, that you're with me. And I want to, you know, just acknowledge you. And I do that for a reason, so that I can acknowledge you. And that's it. So I want you to also know that if you have commented in the last 2 episodes of the suicide, you talked about your story in that comment box, just know I read them, and I'm going to acknowledge you at the end of this. But all of you that have shared your experiences with the suicide, you're awesome. I will go into it. Just because I don't hit it all at once, it's just because it's just me working and doing this. So I get to it when I can. That's late at night sometime when I land up, I read the comments. But you guys are so awesome. You guys are awesome. And again, when you come on, just give me a thumbs up, you know, or no matter what, just give me a thumbs up. That will show me that you're there. Okay, so there you go. We're live right now. We're good. Let me turn my volume down here. I think I've kind of did a lot of good things when it comes to learning this system. But let's get right into it. What I would like for you guys to do, I always ask you guys to go to my YouTube page, please, and subscribe, like, hit the bell button, notification. That way you know, because I keep saying it, but I wanted to wait till I get more information and more shows. I'm gonna dump all this over into my YouTube page, so that this way you can check out the show. You can check out the show, all the shows at once. But I just now started doing this live. You guys know I used to go to the studio in the last 3 months and tape, and then I air it on Tuesday. But I felt like this is the best way to do it, because I got more interaction with you, and I get more reviews, and I get more you know, help from you. So yeah, so you guys just make sure you go to my YouTube page. And even right now, I'm gonna ask you on this live right here to share it. Share it right now while you're on. Share this live, and tag this live. Hey London, how you doing? Tag the live right now, so that way, if I'm not friends with some people, I will in a second, London. I'll let you know when we're gonna come on. If I'm not friends with other people that's not on my friend of mine on Facebook, what happens is when you tag and share, they'll be able to listen too, and now we're all together, so they won't miss this, because I know for a fact that this show is, these shows are going to help you. So go right now as we speak and just hit the share, or go tag your group, and you know, you'll see what happens with this here. Let's start. Thank you, Ms. Green, for coming on. So Denise, thank you for tuning in. Denise will be powered by God is. Yes, thank you for tuning in. So let me see tonight. I also want to get to this real quick. I know we talked about it before I get to the guests tonight. I talked about the homeless, which is going to be my next orders of topics, should I say. We're going to be dealing with homeless. We're going to take our time with that one. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time with suicide, but I just want to put enough out there on my feed to where people can tap into and get it. But we're going into homeless, and I'm going to take my time with the homeless, because there's a lot of different phases and facets of being homeless. And, you know, I want to really break that down. But that's starting next Tuesday at 6:30. But I am going out this week on Sunday, the 15th. And I was allowed to go with Miss Carissa, She's over the feeding the homeless here in Riverside, and actually, she is allowing me and whoever wants to come. We're going to meet at Kaiser in Riverside, Kaiser off of Magnolia, in Riverside, and then we're going to go out and we're just going to flow with them, and I'm just going to be with them, rolling with them, driving around feeding the homeless in Riverside, because there's a lot of homeless. Uh, there's a lot of things happening homeless with the homeless in Riverside. So just know that we're going to go out this Sunday. So I think it's very important that we just hit all areas, and I think that me giving back, that's my way of going to be giving back physically, other than just being on behind the camera and talking. I'm going to go out. So this Sunday, if anybody's available, what I'll do is I'm going to type it in the feed while we're talking, while we're going here. But we're going to meet at the Kaiser Riverside off of Magnolia at 8 o'clock this Sunday, the 15th. And then you'll get a chance to meet Carissa. And you know, she'll tell us what to do, but I'm just excited about going out. So I'm going to be out feeding the homeless this Sunday. I'll put more information. We'll talk about more information, talk about it more as we go. So this Sunday, and I'll hit this back before we leave. Let me see what else I got. Okay, make sure you guys subscribe. I already said all that. I gotta always follow my notes. I got notes here, so I got to, you know. So the other thing, now we're going to move forward. As you all know, we have been talking about homeless. Oh, and by the way, guess what? We're going to have in the middle of our guests, we're going to have a giveaway. I got a couple. I got some T-shirts here. I'm gonna give away something real nice. So we're gonna have about 4 or 5 giveaways. Not giveaways. We're gonna play a game for it, and you're gonna have to win it. But I will give away some things too. But tonight we're gonna have a great time. Kick back, relax. But I do have shirts over here. I have shirts over here. I have the grand prize right here. I can tell you what that is. And I got a lot of these. I have a lot of these keychains that is through my company called I'm Ready Sports. That's what I do. This is who runs my whole program, I'm Ready Sports. These are just keychains, something basic. Yeah, I'll mail them. I don't care. I'll give you 2 or 3. But anyway, I'm gonna give away. I just want to just be here for you guys. So there you go. All right. So tonight, you guys, tonight we have a special guest, and and I'm gonna let her tell her story. Let me go back a little bit here. I'm going to give an introduction. I just met her on here, and she shared her story. And we talked for about an hour today, and then we talked a little more later right before the show. Some of you guys saw us doing our little taping, or whatever you want to say, preparing for it. But she has a great show. She have a great story for this show. So all I ask you guys to do, if you comment in any way tonight on what the guest is talking about, or anyone that's in here talking about, please make sure they're positive comments. And also comment. I'll help read somebody. I'll have somebody out there help me read it, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, I'll try to hit all your comments. But again, we're gonna bring on this lady. She's huge. When I say she's huge, she's got a great story on suicide. It's different facets of suicide. I didn't know, when we talk about, suicide, you're thinking about it one time and then it's over. But she has just listen to her story. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring her on now. And as we're waiting for her to come on, just make sure you comment that you're still with me with thumbs up and you're ready for her. Ladies and gentlemen, her name is London Christina. And I just want you to really just hear her, just hear her story. But of course, I gotta wait till it come on, so it takes a little time. But yeah, again, if you have any, if you want to say anything, make sure you put in the comments. But I have it adding her into here. It's taking a little time, of course it does. And I'll make sure my microphone is good before we even go on. I better make sure my microphone is on. Yes, it is. Okay, so her name is London Christine, and I'll introduce when she comes on. But while I'm waiting, or we're waiting for her to come on, because the invite takes a minute, um, is there anything for me? Like I said, I'm going live. I'm going this weekend to feed the homeless, and it's going to be great. If you want to join me, if you're in Inland Empire, after the show, just text me or back message me and say, yes, I'll go. We'll be coming from Kaiser or Riverside, and we'll be going around the greater Riverside, just, hitting, just feeding people. I believe that London is coming on soon. And while she's coming on, this is how let me talk about how the giveaway is going to go. And we're just going to do a little practice one. I'll say I'll give like and this is after the show, of course. The show is the most important. I will give a question and you answer it. So, and then I'll have a countdown, and whatever name I see on here first that looks like that they have the answer, I'll just say, hey, it was such and such, and then at the end of the show, I'll get your address and we'll just send it out. But if you don't want it, you can donate it. But anyway, that's how the giveaway is going to work. I'm gonna try this last time one more time. It's coming. All right, I did it the second time. So London will be coming on shortly, and I think we have London coming up right now, if I'm not mistaken. It says she's joining. This is London Christina. You guys, give her your undivided attention and let her share her life. And as we wait for her, it's a great story to learn from, and it definitely does bring awareness to what we are doing. So we're going to wait for a second.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, London. Can I?
Okay, great.
Okay, so I can hear you now. Are you on, or is your face on, or no?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what I like to do is, if the audience, can you hear London? London, are you there, London? Your phone
Yeah, I'm
volume.
here. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna ask the audience. Audience, can you hear London? Give me a thumbs up for London, because I want to make sure you guys hear. I hear in London, you hear me, right?
Yes, I do.
So I want to make sure that the audience hear you. Okay, who was that? Somebody gave a thumbs up. Keep giving thumbs up. She said yes. So which means we're rolling. So London, first of all, I want to welcome you to the show. And you elect not to show face. We talked about it. It's great. Hearing your voice is great too. But let me just go on record stating that, London, your information is what you give. It's, you give it how you want to give it. We went over some things today, and if you want to elaborate, or if you say I'm not going to answer that, or I can't answer that, great. And I told the audience, if they have any questions, they can actually tag you, or not tag, type it into yours directly to you, or type it on the show, and we'll all hit it together. But London, talk to me. Who is London? Who is London, and what does London do? And go for it. Tell me about London.
So London, I feel like I think that London is a person who, like, I've excelled in my career with my children. And that's pretty much what I focused on, my kids and my career. But still, I don't know who London is.
We
You
talk
know what I'm
about
saying?
suicide now, right? You're saying you don't know.
Exactly. I don't even know who I
Oh,
am.
okay. So how many kids you have, London? First, let's set the stage
I
so
have
that
two
we'll
kids. I have two. I have two kids, 30 and 29.
30 and 29. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So expound on what you just said. You said that, and as we talk about suicide, it's obvious. We want to come on the show that there have been, and you don't have to go into those yet, but you contemplated and you've already tried suicide and so forth and so on. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're correct.
Okay.
And it's like, it's kind of like a daily thing. Just to jump in real quick,
Yeah.
my nephew came over for my sister's birthday,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, "Auntie looks sad," And my sister came and said, "Your nephew feels like you're not your jolly self, and you feel sad." And it's like sometimes you mask a face,
Mm-hmm.
you mask a face, and you want to make people think that you're okay, so they're okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you're never looking at yourself as being okay.
Wow. So
It's
that's
kind of
just
like
a
kind of like an image. Everyone puts an image on, and I know for me, I've always put an image on just so, because I know how it feels to be sad. I know how it feels to not want to be here. So I try to make everybody else happy because I know how it feels not to be happy.
Okay. We talked about a fog, like you said earlier, we just chatted, but when you said that, an audience, we talked a little bit on today, and she said that it was like a fog. It's like every day. So explain what that fog looked like, if you can.
Yeah, so sometimes like in my professional career and my life, I feel like, oh, I'm great. I put up an image. But sometimes it's just like, yeah, I have to put on my pastor on YouTube and listen to it constantly all day because, you know, it helps me. It helps me in a way of saying that I know it's a sin. And me contemplating on it is like, it's a sin, but how to do it, when to do it. And it is a fog. It's like a cloud that kind of consumes you. And you try to ignore it. Um, and Afro Latino or Black people, we're always taught like, suck it up. We're strong. No counseling, no nothing. This is what life is. And I think sometimes it's just like you try to look the part for people, but you're not the part. It constantly is a constant for me, daily, constant daily thing. Like, am I going to do it today? What's going to happen with my two children? Are they going to be sad? They have their own life. How am I going to do it? Am I scared to do it this way? It's just always like a battle.
You said something key. You said something key, and you said my two children, and you're still here, obviously, for a reason. But when when you have something to stay here for, and I could be talking, whatever, but is it the two children? It's got to be the two children that are keeping you here, and that's huge, right? Like you do have something to live for, right? Like those children, explain that. We talked about that today.
Um, so with my two children, um, I tell people that these two I try to protect my whole entire life. But then again, I hindered them because my two children only know two cousins. They don't know anybody else because I kept them in a bubble safe. I was thinking it was safe, but then my kids were like, Mom, we don't know anybody. We don't do this, you know? And I used to always say when I was having my kids when they were younger, I used to be like, okay, I'm just going to stay to make sure that they don't be a burden on somebody and somebody doesn't abuse them because they have to take care of them. So I'm going to stay this long. And then as, they got older, I'm like, okay, is it going to affect them? Is it going to be like this for them? Are they going to be happy? But in actuality, I'm always feeling like I don't want to be here.
Okay.
Always.
Okay. And we talk about that, as far as that image. Like, okay, so people look at you differently, look at you in a certain way, and then now it sounds like it kind of escalated in a sense to where you're just saying whatever, I'm just here. But I just want to, I kind of want to hit on, um, I just want to hit on the solution. Like, what do you do? Because again, you are still here, and people, we're talking about suicide. This thing is real. What do you do? What makes London happy? Maybe that's something you can thrive on. And if you're out there, you're a therapist or you're a counselor, please chime in. But I'm asking, like, is there something that makes you happy? You said you hear the kids. Oh, that is so wonderful. Just to, that's great. I'm here with the kids. What will my kids think about if this happened? But is there something outside of that that makes London happy?
Um, Great question. And this is what makes it so like that I'm like I feel like I'm just here. You know, there's nothing besides my two children that makes me happy. Nothing. I mean, sometimes I'm just like in your head of what people have done to you, when you're younger. And a lot of people will say, hey, suck it up, you're grown now. That was happened to you when you were younger. And it's not really that easy, and it's just like you carry it through your adulthood of what people look at you and say, relationships look at you and say, you know, your skin tone that people look at and say, and so it's just like constant. You're thinking like it's like a recording. You're recording everything that someone says about you, and you judge yourself. You feel like you are never going to be good enough for anybody, and you look at other people's lives, like you flickering through Facebook.
Okay.
People are happy, they have relationships, and you're like, wow, like you don't have it. And so it's just like, honestly, do you want to be here? No, but I put a facade for people
Hmm.
to make them think I'm
I can
okay.
I can say this, and I can say this. What you see on Facebook and people, they utilize that, and I'm not talking because I don't know direct, but I do know that that's a facade for people. So and I can't take away what you're feeling when you see people, but most of the time they're not that happy either. But I'm talking about like for London, like London is just for you guys that came on. London has suicide thoughts, and I want you to know that London is seeing a therapist and a counselor, and she's seeking help. But she wants people to know that you're gonna feel like this, but in the end, you'll see where we're going with it. But you just, I think London finding, this is what I say, because we're looking for signs. You said you be in your room all the time. I mean, we talked about this off camera. um is that your safe haven? Is that makes you feel okay being in your room like that? Does that help you?
Um, so when we talked about it earlier, I remember I was telling you that I'm always in a room.
Okay.
I'm always, I feel like I want to be in the room, and it has hindered like my marriage, relationships,
Okay.
um, because I I want to be in the room. Do I understand it? Like my therapist asked me, why? Do I understand it?
Okay.
I don't. I don't understand it, but I want to be alone. I want to be in the room, and I feel like I'm more safe. And I think sometimes, like when I'm like, I had my ex boyfriend would say, "You're funny. People like you, but you hide from people." And I said to him, "It's just like, yeah, I'm funny and da 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 because this is what an image is." But I'm always feeling like people are watching me, people are judging me, people are saying this. So in that room, I'm confined to just myself.
Okay. Okay. And it goes back to that. Is that a happy place? You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not a
No,
counselor, like
no,
I'm
no,
there.
no, it's
I'm
not a
sorry.
happy place because
Right.
like daily I'm like I
Yeah.
cry and I feel like I'm I don't want to, like I want to be normal. I want to be able to have a relationship. I wanted to be able to, like my sister and her husband, they go and they do things together with friends. And I've never had friends. I've had my sister's friends. I've never had friends.
Okay. Are there, wow, is there, so do you, and when you talk to your counselor, and I'm just trying to share with the people like triggers, triggers that make you have those thoughts. Have you picked up on your triggers? Like, so, because you can tell people, okay, you know what, this is a trigger. This is why I, feel or do these things. Are there triggers or a trigger that you have caught and that you are working on so that this can become a easier thing to battle?
No. I say no because, like when you see a psychologist, because if you attempt suicide, they make you go to um, psychiatric. They'll try to, and the medication that they put you on, it makes you feel like a zombie. Like you have no emotion.
Wow.
Um, that's just something to help you um, mask things. Um, I don't. It's crazy. The crazy part is, and remember when I was telling you earlier about Twitch, you
The
know,
movie Twitch. Okay.
America seeing him TikTok, Ellen dance, happy, 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 happy. But then he committed suicide. And all along, he had depression. And that's kind of like what I kind of do. I'm like, in my dental practice, I'm like, hey, I'm the happy person at my work, and I'm happy with people, facade, but it's not real. And
Okay.
I always would say to people like, I want to make people feel good because I know how it feels not to feel good, how
Mm,
people don't treat you good, and I want people to feel good.
okay. Great. And now um, have others noticed your pattern and noticed, or they know about the suicide attempts, but have there been others that see it and are trying to console you or empathize with you, or is that happening at all?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, my sister is like the one. She's like, she tries to make sure I'm okay. Um,
Okay.
but just like I was telling you earlier, it's just like in your relationships, like, hey, people who are in your life that kind of know your story. Sometimes I think that people, if they know your story,
Mm-hmm.
they use it
Mm,
against you.
okay.
You get it? And it's just like if they know your story and they know it and they use it against you, you're still feeling like you're the problem.
Yes. Okay. Yes. And someone, and we've talked, but and as we're talking now, suicide comes by way of a lot of things that cause you to have those thoughts just by reading up on it. Um, and it sounds like just there's a lot of past things that have triggered this that put you to this to where that you're dealing with that. But I want you to know, and the people out there know that this is a real story and it's deep because again, this is a counselor thing, this is a therapist thing. We're just talking about it, but because again, in the end, you'll see where we're going. But as far as uh, um, past hurts and things like that, does this play in that at all?
Um, it's so difficult sometimes. It's because it's like it's the craziest thing. It's just like I think that with me who do I want to kill myself? I wish that do I wish I was here? No. Am I proud of my two children? Ye- They, those are the joy in my children and my job, like I know that I'm great at. But when you look at everything else and everybody else, you feel like you're a failure. You're still not good enough, like remember what I was telling you earlier. My dad raised me, and he used to say to me, "You are hard to love."
We said
And
repeat that again. He used to say what that
what you said?
you said he used to say that you're hard to
My dad used to tell me that I was hard to
hard
love
to love.
because
Okay.
I was like so like kind of like rebellious. Um, And you're a kid, of course we're doing stupid stuff, and I rebelled and stuff like that. Um, but people don't understand that sometimes people are like, okay, you were a kid, get over it.
Mm-hmm.
You, and it's not really that easy. You Things that happen to people when they're younger,
Mm-hmm.
and it it controls their whole entire life. That's like when I had my two children, I wanted to make sure they were happy, they had the
Okay.
best stuff, they were safe, nobody said nothing to them, nobody did anything to them, but then I hindered them because I kept them in a bubble, you know and I kept them I felt like I kept them safe.
Mm-hmm.
But still, through my whole entire life, I've been dealing with this.
Okay.
And I probably would have been dead maybe a month ago if it wasn't for my daughter. You know what I'm saying? Um, I just I just don't, like, I sit here and say, hey, if I died, I probably would have like 5, 10 people come to my funeral. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. But then I look at, like, only thing that I look at is my two kids.
Okay.
I what am there's no worth for me. Who would no I have no husband, I have no boyfriend, I have no nothing. I I have no value, I have nothing. But I just work. Go to work. If something happened to you, they hire somebody else. So pretty much I look at, like, I have no worth.
Mm-hmm. So, wow. There, and I'm not gonna go and say yes, you have worth, but there is worth. Those two things that your job, your kids, just that alone, there's your worth. Hold on to that, cling on to that, and I don't know. I just know that she is right now. London is seeing a counselor, and I'm sure the counselor is working with her. But in this right here, she's able on the shows where we've talked about people that literally like have was not able to make it back from suicide, of course, but attempted suicide. But she's here, she's tried it. But the thing is, what we have to understand is she's talking about this for a reason. She's able to express, and it just to me, London, this show is for awareness, but yes, but it's to console also. I know that there's people going to reach out to you, but again, I keep hitting on it. Continue to see that therapist. Find, we all have to find what gets us to the point where, okay, because I'm gonna hit you with something in a second. What gets you to the point where, you know what, if it has to be, I'm getting up every day and my kids are important to me, and let's go and ride on that. We talked about just the mind thing. So that's a hard. So if that's all you have, then ride with it. Ride with that, right? Because your kids. You said something earlier, and I'm gonna talk a little bit here because it's important, and I'm feeling you. Your kids are successful. Your kids went on, got married. They're successful. How do you think your kids became successful? They got it from you. You're the one that put them in the right path, and you're the one that got them in going in the right direction. And guess what? They were successful because of you. So, Lonnie, you are doing a great job. You're doing a fine job. I know that you said, you told me you committed suicide, or you attempted to commit suicide a few times and it didn't work. You even told a story where one person was, and you can chime in on this one. One person was talking about suicide to you, and they said something about, I think it was, you said your sister, about not your sister committing suicide, but your that
My
your
my
run into a truck.
coworker, a
Explain
coworker.
that story now, and
And
I'll break it down to you because I got a heavy
so
nugget
we
for
were
this.
like, this
Uh-huh.
is after the Twitch situation, how it came out. And my coworker was like, we were all talking, and she was like, yeah, I see a therapist. And he said, just tell me, like, what would you do?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, how do you look at suicide? And she said, sometimes I'm in the car
Mm-hmm.
and I would, like, want to run into a semi truck,
Wow.
you know, like just crash into a semi truck.
Okay.
So I was like, girl, and it was a funny situation. We turned a bad situation to a funny. I'm like, girl, if you run into a semi truck, that is not saying that you're gonna
You
die.
told her
You might be a
that. You told her
yeah,
that, right?
you
Okay.
might be a
I'll hold.
paraplegic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're gonna need somebody. You're still gonna be miserable if you
Hey,
don't die.
you gonna be right. So you're telling her this, and so it just sounds like it's just support. It's just consult. You know, somebody consoling you. But the other thing, and I'm gonna put in here, and I have to because that's part of my show, is God. I'm not gonna throw God on you. We talked about a little bit about it, but you said somebody you listen to your pastor regularly, and you know that Jesus is the solution. Jesus is why you're still here. He's here. I mean, so how does religion play in this? You know, where you're at in your life, London.
No, so I explained to you earlier, like, you know, I had abuse as a kid and all this stuff,
Okay.
and um, I found Jesus at 15 years old, you
Okay.
know, and so sometimes it's just like, you know, I've been married, and two of the situations I've been married in, their family was pastors or in the church.
Okay.
And people in the church will hinder you. They will like make you feel less than. So sometimes, you know, I listen to because I do know God, you know, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, I can't, I don't want to, if I die, if I kill myself and my salvation, I'm going to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? My kids are going to be upset, you know, but then I'm still sad. And I'm just like, I feel like I'm constantly thinking my whole entire life. I've been thinking about everybody else, how I would look like for everybody else. And
Okay.
everybody else is just like, there's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm a problem. But then still, when you contemplate that daily, it's just like, okay, am I going to go to hell? Does God understand? And so that's why I was telling you earlier, I listen to my pastor almost all day
Okay.
long.
Okay. London. I can say this with a clear conscience. Take your eyes off people. Take your eyes off man, and I mean man as in human. All faith we talk go it because he is the one that's gonna keep. He's the one that is keeping you where you're at now. So regardless of what this person's saying, that person's saying, she this, she that, let them work off their own stuff. You stay within God. Focus on God. When you see somebody and you saying they're saying something about me, just change. Remember I told you, change the channel. God is my savior. God's got me. And I ain't gonna say it again. I'm gonna say it again. The reason why those attempts were just attempts of suicide is because God has a purpose for you. And I'm not preaching, I'm just telling you what I know. So even when you confirmed it when you said you were sitting in that car and you told her you want to run into a Mack truck, what happens if you that could be your purpose. You're here to do exactly what I'm doing right now, to share, hey girl, don't do that. I was there. You know, that's not a good idea, you know. So maybe that alone can help you understand that God has a purpose. And I don't mean to take over this, but it's a purpose. And everybody that's on here right now that's coming on, they are listening and they know and they're praying for you. You're going to be a big testimony. You're going to have a great testimony because you're able to articulate all this, everything that's happening. You're able to articulate why, when, what, how. If you're able to articulate, that means God is all in you. So just hold on to the fact that he's going to have your back, and he has been having your back. Forget people. People got their own problem, but they won't ever show you that. But they deal with a whole lot. That Facebook thing we talked about, oh, they look all together. Oh, that he married, she married. Okay, great. is what it is. Are they really happy? We don't know. So don't be tripping off that other stuff about how people look at you. London, I don't know you from Adam. All I can tell you is you told me your story, and and you were willing to come on and tell the people. And for the people that are listening, this is what I'm talking about. Why awareness is huge. And London, I'm gonna give you the floor to end in London. But this is why I tell you that suicide is huge. It's huge because who would have thought that this story would come on? This is the lady that's going through. She is getting therapy. You guys don't judge. She's going to the therapist. She is getting help. She's just right now she's in a fog, but she's gonna come out of that fog. But this is for us to not judge people. You know, you don't know, nobody knows her, but just don't judge people. We talked about it last week. Empathy, empathize. And I asked her earlier for a reason is, did people notice your pattern? Well, London told me her pattern, she goes in that room. And I didn't ask a question like, are you happy in that room? Because I know, no, I wanted her to bring it out. That room is where her thoughts go out, you know, and there's things that she can feel more comfortable thinking. But her therapist, I'm sure, is talking. She told me she's going somewhere. She's traveling. She's getting ready to do this. She's ready to go out and do things. So that's her business. But I'm telling you, keep God in your mix, London. And London, I'm gonna have you finish it out, and whatever you want to say to the people, to help the people, or whatever you want to say. But they're here, they're listening, and they're praying for you. Everybody that came on here, I know that they're praying for you. Go ahead, London. You can end it.
I mean, I mean, closing out is just like, you know, I sometimes feel like I mean, I honestly can't help other people. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I can get out of here. I'm talking, and you know, and it's great, but it's that you're still sad. You know, you're still sad. You navigate through life just to look okay for people.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? You look okay for
There
people,
you go.
but your your life, and it's like it's easy to people to say, I know God. Yeah, I know him, you know. Yes. And you know, some people are like, when people die, you know how people cry and stuff, and we were taught that we're going to a better place. And I'm just thinking like, I don't want to be here. I want to be in a better place. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be sad. I don't mean to wake up sad. I don't want to be sad. I don't want to be alone and miserable. I don't want to be that way. But it's hard, you know. Your therapist and whoever says, hey, you need to go get therapy. Therapist put you on medication.
Okay.
That makes you feel like a zombie. You have no emotions, you know. Like my sister just said to me earlier, she was like, you know, my nephew was like, Auntie looks sad. Auntie is not her normal. And because I take the medication and it makes you feel like a zombie, you have no emotions.
You know,
People,
well,
and
yes.
they think therapy is great for you. Therapists basically medicate you. That's it.
I love it. London, someone just put, and whew, this, yeah, it's someone said a life coach. Have you ever thought about getting a life coach? But I'm allow that to go forward
So,
after we.
so with the life coach,
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
so let me hit on that real quick.
Okay. Just gonna ask some
When
questions
you're in
about the
therapy,
life coach.
yeah, when you're in therapy, they try to, you know, have your life coach, but with, you know, I'm 53 and I excelled in my dental. I'm excelled in my career. Um, my children, and this is everything. You try to make things perfect, and I'm an OCD person too. So OCD and you know, issues. Like people think you're weird and crazy. Even my dad used to say I was crazy because I have to have everything clean, everything this
Mhm.
way, and I don't understand it. I don't want to be this way, and people think you're weird because you clean and it's just like people judge, and people who are in your life, other people have to understand that we're all human,
Yes.
and things that you say out of your mouth can hinder people.
Yes.
And I've always been a type of person that I want people to be happy. People think that I'm funny and
Yes.
happy. No,
Yes.
I just do that because I know how it feels to be sad and ridiculed and talked about. It's just a crazy thing is like, um, I'm Afro Latino, but I'm light skinned, and I tell people I've never been judged by anybody but my own Black
Okay.
people because I'm light skinned, curly hair. I've always been judged, even just by being light skinned. It was not my fault.
Be you. That's all.
But you know what? It's
I
easy to say be you and try to, but you can't. You have to be what people want you to be. And
um
that's the problem.
okay. Be who God wants you to be. How about that? Because I go back to that. It's if you continue to, and I don't want to go deep into this like that, but if you continue to try to be what people want you to be, you're gonna be all over because this person gonna want you to do that, that person gonna want you to do that.
You remember earlier, but you remember earlier when I was telling you when I found Christ when I was 15, and some kids get restricted. You can't go to your friend's house, or you can't go here. But I was restricted from going to church because church made
Okay.
me happy. Church found me. And like you're saying, be you and who God wants you to be. People will still attack
That's
what you are safe.
okay. Um, I want to clarify that. When I say be you, I mean you know who you are. That's what I mean. You know who you are.
But you know what the crazy part is? I don't
Okay.
know who I am
And
because
there
I've
you
always
go.
made the image
Okay.
for everybody.
Okay. And that's where you got to lay hold of that. I can't. You said what you said, and that's your feeling, and I respect and I love it, and you're speaking your heart. Um, so at this point, just know that the counseling, the therapy, the therapist, and what I know based on what you've told me, and you're here, um, it's going, it's going to get better because you're articulating, and if you continue, and I said, look at God. That's why I'm saying I don't care about people. And God's going to continue to show you who you are. God's going to continue to give you that path to go down, and that's when you start feeling a little more and more lighter, because you're talking to somebody who went through the hell. But I'm not comparing yours and mine. I'm just saying God is the one that's going to do it, London. So let's go here. Let's London. I want to thank you for coming on this, and just continue to go to the therapy. For all of you guys that are watching, if you're seeing signs of not in London, I'm just talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna go back over the stuff on what you guys type in a minute, but just know that um, you call hotlines if you see signs of people having these certain patterns that can lead to suicide. You can call. You can just text 988. And if you're having these feelings that are listening, that even London that has been through, call, text 988, get the help that you need, and let's continue to believe that this awareness is helping each other, and God is in control with that. So London, we're going to go ahead and say thank you. All the people say thank you to London. London, God's got you. You're going to be okay. And, if you want to come back on the show in the next month, 2 months, 3 months, and give us an update, or just give me an update, but I know that the update is going to be a positive update. I know the update is going to be a testimony. And yeah, so London, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. And we will talk after this, and we'll go over some other things. But again, if you guys want to just give her a goodbye or a thumbs up, thank you, London. You're awesome.
Thank you.
Have a great
Thank
week.
you.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody. You guys heard from London. Huge. Wow. 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 Um, I don't just, yeah, and let's pray for London, um, because again, this the devil is a lie. The devil is a lie. He will not take London out. He will not take anyone that are having these thoughts of suicide. I bind that in the name of Jesus on my show, the Kid Taylor Talk Show. You will not have victory on this show. Anybody that speaks on this show is of God, and God has that person. God has you, and I bind anything that's not like God in the name of Jesus. London's gonna have a story, guys. Watch. You just watch. Come on, y'all. Watch. Ooh, I got chills with that one. But that's why I do this show. People, I'm just, whew, I know. I'm holding. I was holding it together, you guys, because it makes me mad when when the devil try to get people to that point, and you know, because I've been to that point. I've been there, you guys. I mean, and I talked to London more about my career and my stuff earlier, because when I was talking to her in an interview, and understand, London wanted to come on the show. I asked her, did you want to share with the people? She has no problem with it. And I know that it helped. Let me get this thing right here. I know that her story helped me. You know what I'm saying? London said some key things, you guys. But if you guys have any comments about London's story, if you guys want to text London back, message London, and give her your prayers and your support, because again, London is not just on here not getting help. London is getting help. London knows she needs the help, and she's getting the help. That's a great thing. But man, I got chills right now, because it's amazing, you guys. Wow, thank you guys for holding me up. Thank you, Crystal and Benita. You just got on. We was talking about suicide. London came on with the show. Thank you, Latoya, for tuning in. Whew, Sharnay. All right, thank you, Sharnay. Thank you, Ida. You guys, wow, you guys are awesome for coming on. Lily, thank you for tuning in. Man, I don't know if you guys heard that. Like I said, I'm not a counselor. I'm a coach myself. But I don't know the exact words to use, but I can tell you this: I know when it comes to me and something, I know how to deal with that. But I do know that the devil is a lie. I know that for a fact. Okay, and for someone to make her believe that, the church failed her, which great, church failed a lot of people, but God will never fail you, and that's the bottom line. I don't care. I've been through it all. The church may have the physical, but God, He will never fail you, and that's huge. To me, that's huge. I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm not gonna make this a church thing, or I'm gonna say what I know in my heart, that God is the one that kept me through all the misfortunes and mishaps, for sure. Don't care. Okay. So Lonnie, you're gonna be all right. You talking to the right persons on here, because everybody I see here prayed up. And if you're not prayed up, just keep the comments to yourself, or you can say thank you, Jesus, or you can say amen. But we talking about this awareness show, the Kit Taylor Talk Show, going to that next level to help people like London. Wow. And Ida just said her daughter had an emergency tonight, but we're going to pray for your daughter, Ida. I don't know what that is, but we're praying for your daughter who had an emergency tonight. I said I was going to do a giveaway. I'm going to do a giveaway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going to make this show a giveaway, but God moved how He want to move. And we're going to still have a little fun for you guys that are still up in the wee hours of the night. But I got a few little T-shirts here, you guys, because I'm getting ready to go back to promote my book. And I got some I got T-shirts here. I got a lot of T-shirts here. And And what I'm gonna do, and it's the title of my book. It's upside down. I mean, Behind the Quiet Smile. That's the name of my book. Yoo-hoo! Okay, I got protection over your daughter. Yes, that's. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa, strong woman right there, Lisa Blackman. Thank you, man. Thank you, Lisa. This is real. And thank you for your support. Wow, Ida, your daughters. Yeah, we're gonna pray that all is well as well. But I got these T-shirts, you guys. I got the black ones, and if y'all want to stay with me, it's cool. We just stay right here. I might put a little music on. We did the show, great show. Thank you, London. I can't, and I got a green one that's with the black writer said Behind the Quiet Smile. I got mediums. I got 3 mediums and 1 large in there. In black, I got 3 mediums and 1 large. But you know what I'm gonna do? Oh, she said, I want a shirt. I want a shirt too. But anyway, you know what I'm gonna do? We're going to do this, you guys, real quick. So how can I do this? I'm gonna ask a question. I might have to borrow Lisa from this question because she know this answer. But Lisa, I ain't gonna borrow you. You get it. One no right now, and the first one I see in here, that's who gonna get a shirt, black or green, whatever you want, your size, whatever. Okay, so the first question is, let me see what I said. What position did Jerry Rice play? What position did Jerry Rice play? First person to come up with that one gonna get a T-shirt. What position did Jerry Rice play? Jerry Rice. Okay, he played football. So what position? Huh? Oh, Crystal said cornerback. Lisa said wide receiver. Lisa gets it because I knew she was because this is what she does. Lisa back. Look, everybody said quarterback, running back. Lisa, are you kidding? What? Jerry Rice? Come on, you guys. And then somebody said quarterback. Okay, so Lisa, you get the shirt. Lisa, it's a green and we got a black. Just I'll back message you later. But Lisa got the first one for the Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice. I got to get something else. All right, Lisa, you got to tell me what color though later. You just tell me what color. Here's that part. Look. Miss Ursula said late. Okay, so we're gonna put this over here. Lisa gets what she'll tell me what color. All right, so check this out, you guys. I got some other stuff. I don't know. I'm just out here just having fun right now. Kind of want to put a little music on actually, but and we're gonna be about 15 minutes because I wanted to do a few of these, but again, God moved in a different direction, and guess what? We have to move how God say move, and that's just me. Okay, y'all good? All right, here we go. All right, let me go to this. Hold up, y'all. I got my little music. All right, hold up. Y'all good? I know I have it. The Kid Taylor Talk Show. Thank you for tuning in. You guys are awesome. We had a great. If you just came on, go back and check out our guest, London, Christina. She talked about suicide. She gave her testimony. It's huge. But go check it out. So we're not just on here giving away stuff. We had a show for real. Somebody keep putting Jerry Rice a quarterback. He's not a quarterback. He's a wide receiver. Okay, so I got another one. This is my LC shirt. LC, I just came up with something about 2 years ago, and it's called Life Choices. And so the T-shirt looks something like this. It's Life Choices with the question marks in them. And and that's just me. I came up with this theme, Life Choices, because it's huge. Sometimes the choices that we make in life can get us either put us ahead or put us back. What are you gonna do? What did I do? So life choices. Who wants this T-shirt? So, and who said who wants this T-shirt? LC in the front. Life choices in the back. That's what it looks like. I don't know. It's just a little something you can wear to a picnic or something. I don't know. Who wants this shirt? Who wants it? Who wants it? I got extra large. I got extra large. I got three large, and I got mediums. Who wants this shirt? Life choices. What? I knew Ida was gonna say. All right, Ida. I'm gonna give Ida this one. I'm gonna give her. I got a few more, you guys. So Okay, so I'm gonna give Ida this because she answered first. So obviously nobody wanted that shirt. All right, here we go. Let me make sure the feed's here. All right. Okay, so all right, here we go. So I have more. So Ida's gonna get a free one since she answered first. Oh wait, who said me now later? Beneath. Oh, maybe. Okay, we'll see. Beneath. We'll see. Okay, so I got here. All right, here's the question for the shirt that I just said, LC shirt, the shirt that I just held up. Okay, the next question is who Lisa, you out. You can't answer this question, Lisa. Don't be answering this. You already know this. Okay, let's see. Let me think of the question. How can I? Who caught Brett Favre's first game-winning touchdown? Who caught Brett Favre's first game-winning touchdown? Who? Welcome to the Kid Taylor Talk Show, you guys. We did have a show earlier. Right now, I'm just doing giveaways and just have a little fun, with the audience. And whoa, Crystal, how'd you know that? Crystal Flippin' Moore said me. I know you know, Lisa. That's why I'm gonna have to. Crystal said it first. Look, Lisa, I can't let you. I can't let you answer any question because you know all the answers. You know all the answers to this stuff. This is what you do. You studied. You know all this stuff. Wait a minute. Hold on. Somebody embarrassed me. Somebody embarrassed me. Like, how you gonna do that though? How you gonna do that though, Shirley? How you gonna do that, Greg Lewis? Huh? Anyway, how's that question hard? You supposed to know that, Benita. Anyway, Crystal said me. I was the first person. I'm not bragging. I'm just telling you the truth, the real time. I was the first person to catch his first game-winning touchdown. Greg, Lewis did play with him, but anyway, yeah. Okay, so it's okay. Y'all gonna get another chance. I'm not a football girl, so I'm getting ready to get off of football, and I'm gonna see what type of girl that you are in a minute. Here we go. So I'm gonna give away another T-shirt, either a black Behind the Quiet Smile. That's my name of my book, and I have a green one over here. Or if you want the life coach shirt, let me know. Okay, Ida, you said the green. Okay, I'll make sure that you want that green jersey back here. That one. That's the one that I played in right there. You want that one? That's gonna be a lot of money. Yeah, we can negotiate that. Just joking. Okay, so here's the question. Let me see. On the show, Good Times, who is the youngest girl on there? What was the name of the youngest girl on the Good Times? On Good Times. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that one. On Good Times, who was the youngest girl on there? What's her name? You gotta say her name. Lisa, you can answer this one too. Janet who? Janet what? Oh, here come the Janets. Uh-oh, wait for the... So, Penny? What? Penny, yeah. I guess, yeah. Janet, Penny. Okay, so I got 4 here. Let me see. 1. Everybody's saying... Okay, so Benita said Penny. I'm gonna give her a shirt. And let me see. Okay. And yeah, I know that, Benita. I know Penny. I know who Penny. Yeah, so Benita, you get that one. Okay, Janet Jackson, yeah. Okay, so here we go. All right, let's go with, but by the way, guys, I have these here, and I know it's crazy to mail these little things here, but like I said, this is my company. I'm Ready Sports. It's keychains. If anybody wanted these, I could throw 3 of them in there. And I mean, it's just something. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's crazy to just give these away, but You know, I got a lot of them over here. Maybe I'll throw 3 in the envelope if you want, and I'll just mail them to you. But that's the name of my company, I'm Ready Sports. That's what that says on it. I'm Ready Sports on there. Yeah, right there. Boom. Yeah, I'm Ready Sports. Anyway, so I got keychains here. If you like some, just let me know. Um, so let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna give away about 4 more t-shirts. Okay. So who all I got on here? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Everybody's still here hanging on with me. Okay. So you're not supposed to be a commercial on this show. 1 second. You know I got my theme stuff going. I got. All right. So question. Um. That's my tail right there. I'm gonna give away. This you can answer, and I'm just try. We're gonna do some quick trivia questions here. Okay, y'all okay out there? Give me some thumbs up if y'all okay. We just chilling. I mean, I know most of y'all work tomorrow, and some of you guys live on the East Coast or Midwest, whatever. I understand if you have to go, but again, welcome to the Kid Taylor Talk Show. I'll start doing this. I was gonna do this like in the middle. I was gonna do a commercial and then come back. And then do trivia, then come back to London. But again, God moves differently, and so that's what it is. So just know that I'm just doing this now because I do need to give away some of these shirts. Trivia questions. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple trivia questions, make it real fair, and they're gonna be. Let me see. I don't want no problem. I might need security here, but it's all good. I'm gonna go. Y'all want some funny, easy, hard? What? Let's go. Let's go. General knowledge. Okay. Okay. I don't know if this is too general. This may be hard. Okay, here we go. First, this is a question for she said easy. All right, I think y'all should probably know this. I'm gonna just go easy. Nah, I know y'all wouldn't. That'll be tough. Okay, how about easy? And we'll go here. Let's go. There they are. See, nothing's ever easy when I had it all set and ready to go, but nothing ever goes according to plan. Okay, let's go here. I can't believe you said Greg Jennings on that one. Okay, we're giving away a T-shirt, another T-shirt. You guys pick and choose the one that you want. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready? Give me some thumbs up if y'all ready for the question. This is for a T-shirt, either one, and then I'm gonna give a grand prize away in a little bit. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go. Benita says she's ready. All right, let's go. All right, here we go. The question is: a snail can sleep for how many years? A snail. How long can a snail sleep? How many years? How long can a snail sleep? You got like 15 seconds because I know some of you guys probably. No, we'll go 30 more seconds. Nope, not that. 20 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see. No, it's done. A snail can live. Ooh, good. A snail, at least a snail only can live 3 years. I mean, sleep 3 years. I'm sorry. A snail can sleep for how many years? 3 years. That wasn't hard. Yeah, it was kind of hard. It was kind of hard. Okay, I'll give you one that everybody's gonna jump at real fast. Okay. God, you guys should know some of this, because I didn't at first. Which animal never sleep? Which animal never sleep? That's hard. I don't know if that's a good one, you guys. Who can answer that? Which animal never sleeps? No. A deer. Now, I'm going to get that answer. That's hard. It's a bull. It's a bullfrog. Y'all wouldn't know that, huh? But owl does sleep though. But yeah, let me give y'all some different ones. Yeah, you'd be like, what? Oh man. Okay, here we go. I don't want to make them too easy, you guys. Some of you, some of you people that cook may know this one. What are the two most popular spices in the world? Talking about spices. What are the two most popular spices in the world? Right, that part. The two most popular spices in the world. I'm giving some hard ones, huh? Salt? No, that's not one of them. Okay, so I'm gonna say this. You got pepper right. Pepper, pepper. Mm, mm, mm. Nope. Mm, 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 uh, uh, uh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It was pepper and mustard. Pepper and mustard, y'all. Pepper and mustard. All right, okay. I'm gonna go to some other ones because obviously I'm because look, if I was on the other end, I wouldn't know these things either. Y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go with the easy ones. Spice up the season. We're gonna spice up the season here. Here we go. Okay. All right. 1 second. I don't want to. I'm gonna. How you guys? Thank you for tuning in, you guys. We did have a show. Thank you for tuning into the Kid Taylor Talk Show. We did have a special guest on earlier. We talked about suicide. It was great. Thank you, JoJo, for the Joe Madden, Miss Madden, for tuning in. For Joe, for tuning in. I'm just so thank you to the people that came in. Pam, Denise, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Lisa, Padilla, thank you for tuning in. We're just having now. We're just doing trivia. I think I'm doing trivia. Yeah, you're late. You said you're late. Yeah, if you're late, you're late. Ain't no, you get in when you can. It's okay. But yeah, we did have a show, and it was a great show, you guys. And I would love for you guys to go back, please, and listen to that show on suicide. We had London Christina on. It was pretty good. God moved. And like I said, suicide is real. I don't do these things just because. Right now, we're just kind of like winding down, just having a good time. It's amazing when somebody cannot find any. I'm trying to, hey, Julie, I'm trying to get some easy ones for you guys, so you guys can, so you can tune in next week and don't be mad at me. But I'll get some easy ones for you. Okay, random. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Okay, y'all said y'all want easy. I'm gonna give you easy. Very easy. I mean, this is too easy. Sometimes make me. Okay, here we go. Which famous play features a character named Romeo? Which famous play features a character named Romeo? You only got 15 seconds on this. 10. I'm gonna say it again. Which famous play features a character named Romeo? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Okay, you got it. Who's that? Y'all said yeah. So that was Bonita. You can't win twice, but you got the right answer. And let's see if anybody else won. If not, I'll still give you something on that. Yeah. Okay, Bonita, you said it. You said it. Yeah, that was easy. Y'all like them. Look, all the hearts are coming. Thumbs up. Y'all like them easy ones. Okay. So I got you on that one, Bonita. Okay. All right. Okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. What is the largest mammal in the world? The largest mammal. I got you, Benita, in the world. Mammal. The largest mammal in the world. 20 seconds. Ten seconds. Pam Denise got it. You said it was Pam. Okay, so I see Noli got it. Wait a minute. No, Noli and Pam Denise got it. It's blue whale. You got Benita, you said whale, you said blue. Chris, you said whale, you said blue. Noli, you said it the first time. It's a blue whale. So Noli and Pam got it. Okay, so look, you guys, what I'm giving away, or what you guys are winning, is my shirts for my book, Behind the Quiet Smile. That's a black shirt, and we'll talk. You tell me what you want, black shirt, or I have the green one that says the same thing with black writings on the back. Yeah, so whatever, kind of make it specific to me which one you want, black or blue. I mean, blue. Where did I get blue at? Oh, I'm looking at the screen. Black or green, and let me know. And also, I have these, which that's my life. That's my LC shirt. My life coach. That's LC on the front, and my life, and it says it on the back, life coach, and that's what it says, with the question mark in the middle, and then the asterisk on each side. So that's what I'm giving. That's what I'm giving. That's what you're winning now. And this is all support. I have the different ones. Crystal, ain't no purple over here. That's it. That's it, Crystal. Chris, I don't have purple. I'm sorry. I know that's royal. Okay, I got you, Noli. I put black on the. Okay, sure. So did you? You didn't win anything, Miss Ursary, did you? No. Chanel, you didn't win nothing. You got to win. You got to win to get something. What's up? All right, you guys. We got like 8 more minutes, and then I'm gonna give away the grand prize. Ooh. All right. You roll life coach, huh? What? You roll life coach? What that mean? You said life coach. What did I say about life coach? Pam, with me, it doesn't matter. I'll take whatever color. All right, I'm gonna give you a muddy brown one. No, I'm just joking. Okay, I got you. Ruben Perez, man, thank you. Hey, Ruben, somebody already tried that, man. They said they want that green one back there up here. That one gonna cost money. I know you're not saying that you want it, but somebody said they want that one. Are you kidding me? What's up, Ruben, man? I coached Ruben back in the day, man. Ruben, man, I'm doing okay, man. I'm doing good, man. Just running my Kid Taylor talk show, making it a little different, changing up a little bit. So here we are. Yeah, so I'm just doing a little giveaways. We're going to go about another 3 more giveaways, and then, not giveaway, 3 more, I don't know what you call them. Yeah, I guess they are. Anyway, but yeah, and then I'm gonna do the grand prize one, and that's gonna be huge. Okay, so let's go with a couple more trivia questions. Okay, I'm not. Are y'all ready? Y'all ready? You can't have it. I just stop. Can't have it. Anyway, so here's the next question, and it's for either color shirt, either one life coach shirt, or my Behind the Quiet Smile shirt. Here we go. The question is, y'all ready? Who painted the Mona Lisa? You got 20 seconds. Start now. Go. Who painted the Mona Lisa? 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. 10 seconds. Who painted the Mona Lisa? Come on, you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. I don't see any answers. Oh, yes, I do. Pam just said, y'all all now saying it. Okay, you know, I give all y'all, look. I give all y'all, because y'all can't, I give y'all a keychain. I give you guys a keychain. So because you guys all got that one all at the same time, I'll be giving away all these shirts. But you guys all should have known that one. I'm gonna leave that one alone. All right, 3 more. Here we go. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? What's up, Mr. Frank Washington? My man, I did my talk show earlier, and I'm just doing trivial questions and giving away things. And we had a great show prior to this. This lady came and talked about her life of suicide, and it was great. It was huge. So if you can, you guys who just came on, go back and listen to it. It was wonderful. Like my show is just about awareness to whatever the things that are out there or issues that are hurting us or helping us. So again, the Kid Taylor Talk Show. Thank you, Lisa. Lisa, you're awesome. Yes. I had to shift to doing it here. Well, we'll talk about that later. Okay, so two more. Let's go two more questions, and I don't want to keep you guys. What time is it? I'm thinking it's 9 o'clock. I'm crazy. I don't know. Crystal, Crystal, you all the way out there and you up. But hey, check it out. What you talking about? You can't type that fast, especially without my glasses. That ain't our fault. I'm just messing with you. Okay, here we go, y'all. Now I'm gonna make you use your brains a little bit, and we're giving away T-shirts. So you just tell me which ones you want. The blue one, the black one. I got shit up again. Look up behind the quiet smile, or the green one like this, or the blue life shirt. Okay, here we go. Question is, which planet is known as the blue planet? Which planet is known as the blue planet? Come on, y'all. Y'all got 15 seconds. 15 seconds right now. No, I'll give you 20 seconds because you are typing. All right. Black. Oh, nope. 10 seconds. Blue planet. Earth. Bingo. Who said the Earth? Pam, you can't win again. You and Lisa, y'all can't play. I ain't gonna let y'all play them. Nolly only won once. She said Earth. Yeah, there you go. That's us, Earth. So I'm not gonna. No, not Neptune. Okay, so Nolly and Pam, y'all working together over there. Y'all win together. I don't understand all that. Y'all cheating over there. I think y'all cheat. Yeah, they cheating over there. Both of them. So the answer is Earth. Okay, one more question, and then the grand prize, and then I'm gonna sign out because I'm getting old, and my bed is right there. There you go. All right, y'all ready? Y'all not doing so well on these little so-called easy ones. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now, and this last one's gonna be hard, and then the next is gonna be harder than the last one. Y'all ready? Whew, I don't know this myself, and I can't even read it. Okay, here we go, you guys. Let's go with this. Funny. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. Should we not answer anymore? Y'all can answer for the fun of it. On this one, everybody's in. Everybody's in on this. It doesn't matter how many times you won. Okay, so how about that? See, I'm a nice guy sometimes. All right, here we go, you guys. So the question for this one is, what is the term for a group of flamingos? What's the term for a group of flamingos? 20 seconds. 15 seconds, I give you 15 seconds. Ten. Oh, Crystal, you got it. Crystal got it. What? Crystal, I saw Crystal, the answer. Well, I am shocked. I'm shocked you guys got that. I'm shocked. Flamboyance is the answer. Crystal got that one. Crystal got that one. Crystal. I didn't know that one myself, you guys. I didn't know that one myself. Excuse me. Okay. All right. One more question I do want to ask, and then I'm gonna really you guys prepare for the grand prize. One more question. I want to see where you guys are really at. Y'all ready? Here we go. This is the last trivia question, and meaning for just the what we t-shirts and chains or whatever. Okay, y'all ready? Here we go. This is great. Okay, what animal is known to laugh and has been proven to have a sense of humor? What animal is known to laugh and has been proven to have a sense of humor? 20 seconds. Which animal is proven to have a sense of humor? Known to laugh and have a sense of humor. No, not monkey. 15 more seconds. No, not hyenas. 10 seconds, you guys. No. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, the answer is rats. That's a, well, yeah, rats. She said grill. The answer is that, the exact answer is a rat. So, no, we're not going there, Pam. Not your ex-husband. No, I'm going to delete. Yeah, rats. That's what the answer. I didn't make that up. It says it right here, rats. But, Pam, we are not going there on this Kid Taylor Talk Show. I am going to ask the panel to X her answer out, please. I'm gonna leave that one alone, okay? One more for the show. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to give y'all one. Yeah, that part, she said ex-husband. It take her. I just met her. She's so right. No name calling. Be nice. All right, here we go. All right. Yeah, you have. It's okay. We're good. Everybody's okay. Nobody tripping. We're good. Oh, I can't find one for you guys. Everybody, I want everybody to get this one right, and then we'll figure it all out from there. Okay. Y'all also get this one. Let's end it all together. I want everybody to be typing this one in. Nothing on this. If you really like a t-shirt, if I have enough back messing me, but the winners, I need to get your address because I'm literally going to send these out. I always say things, I'm going to send them out. I never send them out till later. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to take, thank you, Mr. Frank. Appreciate you, brother. I'm going to go ahead and I need your addresses. Don't put them in here. Put them back messing me messenger so that way I can send all your winnings and your earnings. But let's all yes, you're right. You call. Yeah. You didn't call a name, call him, and that wasn't a name, but yeah, it was a sense. Yeah, okay, he's got a sense of humor. We got you. Don't worry about it. You got to explain. You all right? I want everybody to answer this question together. Ready? Type it in there, and for you slow ones, type it anyway. The question is, and we're gonna end the night with this question. Then I'm gonna give you my last question for the grand prize. All right. So the last question is, what is the currency of Japan? What is the currency of Japan? I'll hold. Hey, Lillian, thank you for tuning in. I did have a show tonight, so go back and check it out. We are still on the show. I think I'm going to do this a lot right here, just for interaction purposes. There's a reason for everything, but I'm waiting for the currency of Japan. Everybody going to win here anyway. Yep. I'm just testing your knowledge now. The Japanese yen, the Japanese, yes. The Japanese yen, yes. Good, okay. Pam is good. I know I have like 5 more people. Everybody got, please don't nobody get on and say, all y'all win. That's a great answer. I think yen, yes, Lisa, you are correct, Mundo. Yen, yep. There it is. Yep. Whew. I was hoping everybody would be on the same page with that one. All right. So this, okay, wait, sorry, my phone keep autocorrecting. No, you did that on purpose. Don't worry about it. Yeah, all right. No, just checking. Okay, so this is for, and you know, I don't know. I didn't gonna say I don't normally do, but I'm doing this. Um, you guys know that I wrote a book, and I released my book 2 years ago, uh, November 19th of 2022. And I have not really pumped it up for a lot of reasons, but I'm going back to. That's why you see me doing the t-shirts. So for this trivia question, um, I'm gonna take my time because I gotta find the question that I wanted to ask you guys. I want it to be a real easy one. But let's see what happens. But I'm gonna give away a book tonight. This is straight from me to you, whoever answered the right question. This is my book, Behind the Quiet Smile, The Life of Kitrick Taylor. I'm going to give it away tonight. Again, and I'm going to be doing a series on my book and the chapters of my book starting the beginning of the year. So I'll be like this, and then people come on out, and I'll read a chapter. I'm going to do something different. I'm not worried about making money. I'm worried about people learning where they can, you know, what you create in your life is what you're going to have to deal with in your life. And then when you get that straight, how you can be successful in your life. That's what my book is about. True live things that I've been through my life, straight, transparent. Some people didn't like my book. And the reason why not didn't like it because it wasn't a good book, because they couldn't understand it was a transparent book. I wasn't nasty. It was straight stuff that I did. And what happens is people say, oh, now I'm gonna tell you what people think. This is why I say I told London not to trip off what people think. Oh, why would you put all that in the book? It ain't nobody's business. It is. That's how God allowed me to write my book, straight transparency. And some people, oh, you should have put all that. Maybe not. You did that. Yeah, I did all that. So now they looked at me like, as they looked at me back in the day, as Kitrick Taylor, you know, this and that, whatever. He's the guy. You know, now they're saying, oh, well, since he did all that, now they don't want to have nothing to do with me. I'll hold. But I say deuces to those type of people in a whole lot of areas and ways and things that happened to me in my past and my near past. And I don't trip off of that anymore. So I wrote my book, How God Allowed Me to Write the Book. It took me 6 years to really go in, you know. So it's all about transparency, and that's why I wrote the book. And I got some good reviews on the book too. I just haven't got it out like I want to get it out, but I'm moving on it. I'm moving on it, and it is what it's time to get out now. Things died down, and Frank Washington, matter of fact, we worked together at this place out in Beaumont. He wrote a book. I mean, he bought my book, and Frank said he said it was a good book. He said he loved my book. He's on here right now. So man, just and that's me, you know. I had to get off of it because of a lot of crazy reasons, but I feel now it's time to be able to walk across on a stage and share this book and talk to people about this book, because people need to know. This ain't a book it ain't peaches and cream. It ain't all right, Frank. It's a lot in there, like, whoa, but there's a lot of success in this book. There's a lot of knowledge that people every age can get from my book. Real talk. And I'm just being real. Like, because I know, and that's why I did it. So, yeah, so I'm going to give this away tonight, and then I'll let you know next Tuesday where you can actually just, boom, it's on Kindle now, but it's, you know, that's just the part where you type up and you can read it, but I'll show you where you can tell you where you can really be able to get it. So I'm giving away this one right here tonight, y'all. Here we go. Thank you, William and Clip. I appreciate you, man. Man, thank you. I appreciate it. It's been a while. Okay. I'm not going to make this one easy, so y'all have to use your sense, and I'm only going to give you, I give you 25 seconds to answer. And I'm going to go by the first, and don't fault me on this one, guys. I'm going to go by the first name that pops up on my end. Okay, so get your glasses, Crystal. I'm going to let everybody get their glasses. I'm going to let everybody get their, you know, whatever, and get ready to answer this question to get this, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. What year was the very first model of the iPhone released? What year was the very first model of the iPhone was released? What year? 15 seconds. Because I don't want y'all to have to be able to look it up and all that, type in all that. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Pam, Denise got it. And Noli, what are you guys, and Christo, what are you guys on? All you guys, every time, okay, you guys, that was the answer. 2007 was the answer. I got 3 winners. At least I got 3 winners. So what I'm going to do is all 3 of you are going to get a book, but I'm going to give the first one to actually Pam because hers came up first. So yeah, at least you missed it by a year. Yeah. So Pam, you'll get this physical one right here, but I'm sorry, Pam, you'll get the first one, and then Crystal and Noli, I will make sure that you get a book as well. So that's it, y'all. Let me see. Book, the prize. Let me see. Pam gets the book. Pam. And then Noli and Crystal will be getting also another book. I'll make sure that I send it out. All right. So you guys, wait, Pam said she had the very first iPhone. That's all I knew is, that's why you know, huh? I wouldn't, honestly speaking, I just went on here today and got a few questions. I wouldn't have known that. I would have said something like 2018 myself. So I don't know. But you guys, I just want to thank you guys, man. You not man and like that, but I just, you guys don't understand what this does. I'm looking at this and I've been on here for going on 2 hours and I still have a lot. I don't want to let it go tonight. I just feel like I need to continue to go forward. And the reason why I say that, because I want to revert back to what we came here for in the first place. And that was the suicide. I want to thank all you guys for just chiming in and being a part of my trivial questions. And, I'm going to try to do a whole lot more on this show. And I'm going to need some help, which I'll get help here, shortly as far as when I go forward on my lives. But, man, I don't, I'm like, I do what I do. I'm like not a loner, but I do what I do. And I just really listen to God, and I didn't know I was going to be back here. And thank you to Brian AC, who's allowed me to use his studio and allowed me to tap into his studio. I know it's still there. He understands why I'm here, because again, we talk about donations and we talk about money. Everything we do, and this is not what I'm segueing into. I'm saying everything we do, you have to have money. Around this time right now, to ask anybody to do anything is hard. Got kids, you got family, you got Christmas. So yeah, I do have a GoFundMe page out there. Just go type my name. It's there. If you want to give 50 cents, dollar, whatever you want to do, you don't have to. I'm just telling you, I do have a page out there, but I'm not stressing that right now. I'm saying it would help, because again, I do so many things. I do a lot of things just to make things sharpen, better. And then when I talk to the people like London, I take my time out of my day. I go interview, and it's a lot. So yeah, if you want to donate, support, go to my GoFundMe page. I don't want it any other way. You want to do it, go to my GoFundMe page, make it official. That's great. But that's not where I'm going. What I'm saying is, your support is good enough. Prayers, like I talked earlier, always, your prayers are great. I just know when I'm on the right track. God confirms it. I don't have all the answers. I'm not the best guy in the world, but I know that I'm for people. I know I made mistakes. I know that I was successful. I know those things, but I don't take nothing for granted. But I do know that the guy you're looking at right now is real, and I'm very transparent. If you have any questions for me, you want to talk to me about anything, I always say it. All it takes is a back message, and I'll call you back. You have any questions, you listen. You can listen to whatever you want to listen to, but I'm gonna tell you the real. I'm gonna tell you the right, and I'm gonna tell you, you know what's going on and what happened, and what didn't happen, and where it's gonna happen, and whatever. You know how what we're gonna do the next show. I can tell you anything you need to know, y'all. So that's just me. I'm not just on here, and I'm not running. I don't hide from anybody. I'm easy to find. Not saying I'm in trouble. I'm just saying, you know, I'm here. You know, so Noli, I'll let you know where you can find the link. I'm actually gonna send you the book, but if you guys who won this book want to wait till next Tuesday, no, Wednesday actually, I can just have you go on and then I'll just go ahead and purchase it on the end and then I'll just send it. Or if you want to, there's other ways that I'm getting ready to get about 25 books and send them out and go from there. But yeah, we'll talk about it. So, but again, I'm here. Facts. Like you're right. Fact. I'm just real talk. I'm just a real dude. I'm down to earth. Yeah. Can you pin the link? I'm gonna get the link next Tuesday, Shania. I'll get the link. And you're talking about where you can get the book. Is that what you're saying? Make sure I understand what you're saying. Um, but yeah, man, you guys don't understand. This type of stuff right here is great. I didn't, you know, I had to sit back for a whole year and figure out where I was going, what I'm doing, and who, what, when, why, and I didn't know where I was going to start. But back to Brian AC, who got the studio in Pomona. You know, I can go right now and tape in there, and he's so awesome. So man, this thing right here is going to be great. People always ask me, why are you doing a show? What is your show about? What are you getting out of it? Well, I'm doing my show because, again, if you see what I call this an awareness show. I'm doing my show on facts, on people, on things that are being hurt, and how we all can come on, and why I'm doing my show is so we can help that person. It's all about helping that person. Forget this right here, this look. If I can, like I said one day, if I can do this and talk and it be appropriate, that's what I want you to see. I don't want you to see me. I want you to see what content I'm putting out there. I want you to see where I'm going with certain things. So you just close your eyes and listen. And that's what I want to come out the show. And that's why I do what I do. Okay. I want to help people, whether people believe it or not. Because Lisa will tell you on here, she's a sports person. She's a sports lady. She knows the freaking limelight is great, but the freaking limelight is what can hurt you too. So I've been in the world and on the top, okay? And I allow certain things to bring me down. But what I'm saying is I'm not doing this to get back on the top. I'm already on top with God. I'm there. I'm there already. I'm giving back. I'm loving where I'm at. I don't need no accolades. I don't need none of that. Okay, I got my family, I got my kid, I'm good, you know. But one of the greatest gratifying moments is when someone like that lady got over here tonight, London, to share her life, and us all here on here able to share, give back to her, and listen to her, and be there for her. That's what this is all about. So I know God is about to elevate this to another level. I'm ready. I need help. I'm not turning down help wherever area you can help. I'm not talking finance. I'm talking about, you know, I got my stuff sitting on a box, and I got things, I'm sitting on the pillow of my chair. This is a lot of things that, maybe pick up a couple of pick it up sometime and read and say, hey, did you catch what that dude said? He got this story. I need all your stories. Next week we're going to do homeless. We're going to hit the homeless. That's where we're going to start, and I'm thinking, I'm not sure if I want to truly speak it as far as jumping on the homeless after. I want to jump on it before the first. I'm in prayer about it because this is the time. I'm going out on Sunday, and I'm going to be feeding the homeless with Carissa. I'm here in Riverside. They have a big old, big company that does Riverside well. So we're going to meet. If you're local, we're going to meet on Sunday at 8 o'clock in front of the Kaiser, right off of Magnolia, and then we're already going to go, and I'm just going to roll with them. But I just know that I'm giving back, and when she probably give me 2 bags to go get to that person, I'm just I'm an ear to hear. If they want to talk, great. If not, here, thank you. God is well and move on. But just giving back, just giving back. So, man, so I just feel like right now, you guys got any questions for me? Uh, I, I see the same number of people. I see the same number, which is huge. That's huge to me. And it's getting late, and it's okay. I love it. I'm not going nowhere. But I just want, if you have any questions for me right now, if you need any question, I'll answer. If I can't answer, I won't answer. But you guys understand how you drive me. You drive me to do the things that I do. And let's keep loving on each other, you guys. When I went to, I went to, well, there was 2 funerals last week. I went to one, and I couldn't get the other because I had a previous affair going on. Not affair, I'm sorry. Previous, I said affair. Ooh, that's crazy. I'm not even with nobody. I had a previous function that I used to go to all the time that I had to do it on that day. And then we just had a dear person from our area, Pomona, pass away. Prior to that, we had a few people from Pomona pass away. And one of my friends' sisters passed away. Where am I going with this? Love on people, man. Life is so short. That's what I'm saying. Um, just, pray for each other. Get it right with people. And I have to say that, just get whatever you ought you have with somebody, just get it right. I don't even know what the title is. I'm going to title the first half suicide, but the second half loving on each other. So yeah, this is huge, you guys. You guys understand why am I, I'm trying to hold back the tears. And the reason why I'm saying I'm holding back the tears, because I know me, and I know where God has me. And sometimes I'll be like, man, okay, Lord, you sure? And then it's like, I get up and okay, I gotta go. And then I go and I feel like, okay, did I disappoint you, Lord, by even questioning you? But whenever I do it, I feel great. And God always, I give God the glory for it. Okay, so, all right. Thank you, Frank. Appreciate you tuning in, and anybody else. Frank, thank you for that, Frank. Like I said, it's it's on my just go Kitrick Taylor. It's a GoFundMe page. I made that page up 3 months ago, and I don't, it is what it is. But thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you, William. Appreciate you. God has my back. Yes, He does. I'll always keep the faith. I'm not always uh, um, on my P's and Q's, but I'm on my P's a lot. So just keep praying for me as I get going, and I keep going. So just thank all of you. I never ended the show with the same. I mean, like when I say the numbers that I see, the eyes, just I just give that to God, like for real. Like this is crazy. This is crazy. Um, so no questions from me, you guys. God bless. I'm gonna read some of your going out comments. Just a couple of let me get this real quick. Just a couple of what people you guys have said as I play my theme music. So yeah, 1 second, you guys. Just like I said, type it in. Type it in, whatever you want, and I'll read it and I'll respond. We'll go from there. But my theme music got to be playing now because I'm always easy like Sunday morning. That's really who I am. Hello, Angela. Thank you for tuning in. Her question to me was, why do you think God has you where He has you and this place, that space right now in your life? Angela, that's a good question. I believe He has me where He has me is because He knows that He can trust me, number one, and because all the things that I've done in my past, positive and negative, how I have counted on Him throughout it all. So He has me in this space to help and to motivate. And I believe because He can